another one, another one, another one. Here's my review of Quentin Tarantino's The Hateful Eight. The story follows two bounty hunters in Sam Jackson and Kurt Russell, and they are both on their way to reaping the reward from their recently caught targets. But because of an ongoing and impending snowstorm, they are held up in a haberdashery in Wyoming with some real killers and some thrillers. And this sets the stage for a really interesting plot as these two bounty hunters, along with the bounty Daisy Domergue, find out how they are directly and indirectly connected to these sinister, conniving, and murderous individuals who were in the haberdashery with them. And in getting down to the nuts and bolts of this film, you're gonna come across many traditional Tarantino tropes, most notably the N-word. If you're familiar with Quentin Tarantino's film Pulp Fiction, you are aware that he got into a huge debate with Spike Lee in the 90s over his excessive use of the N-word in that film. Now it's up to you to judge as a viewer on whether or not you think Quentin Tarantino's excessive use of the N-word is right or wrong. Now if you look at his movies The Hateful Eight, Inglourious Basterds, and Django Unchained, they all take place in 3 time periods in which the N-word was used quite a lot. And in my personal opinion, it's a tad bit justified in the sense that Django takes place in the antebellum South, The Hateful Eight takes place in Wyoming right after the Civil War, and Inglourious Basterds takes place in a Nazi-occupied Germany. And of course, like all Quentin Tarantino movies, the plot is driven by intense, charismatic, and intelligent conversation. I mean, the movie is literally a talk fest for the first half, but it's an interesting talk fest nonetheless, and after that it becomes an action/borderline horror movie. And as in most Tarantino films, we have the reveal conversation in which the smartest character in the room will let everybody know that he knows what's going on and he knows everybody's secrets, and thus he's gaining the upper hand on everybody in the room. And that conversation, my friends, is a great one. And this is just another testament to Tarantino's writing level, as he is letting us know with yet another film that he is one of the best dialogue writers of our time. And this film is knee-slapping funny. It reminded me of watching a Patrice O'Neal stand-up in which I would laugh every 15 to 30 seconds. And if you haven't seen Patrice O'Neal in stand-up, YouTube Patrice O'Neal right now. And this movie has excellent acting in it, especially when you consider that there are only 3 or 4 locations in this film, and they spend the majority of the movie in one room, and they have nothing to rely upon but their acting chops. And as a result, the film becomes an engaging stage play, and the viewer becomes a frightened fly on the wall waiting to see what's gonna happen. And Quentin Tarantino with this film created an experience. They even gave you a program in the beginning before you went into the theater, like it was Broadway. I mean, look how well thought out and cool this thing is. And they even had a 15-minute intermission in the middle of the movie. I was like, what am I supposed to do? This is like a play. Should I go to the bathroom? Should I get some candy? I think I'll do both. And this film is in 70mm format, and the standard film is presented in 35mm format. And when you compare the two, with 35, a lot of the intricate details are lost. To the naked eye, 70mm film is wider, crisper, more stable, more detailed, and brighter than your standard 35mm film. And for film studios, 70mm film reels are quite expensive and they are quite heavy. They can weigh anywhere from 600 pounds or more. So shout out to Quentin Tarantino for not only giving us a movie, but giving us an experience in 70mm format, which has been around since the beginning of film itself, and he gave us a vintage western in a vintage format. The only critique that I have of this film is that I wish we were shown more backstory with the main characters. For example, in Kill Bill, we weren't just told O-Ren Ishii was this bad samurai/boss. We were shown what events transpired in her past to get her to where she is now. And I wish we saw that with the characters, especially Kurt Russell's character and especially Sam Jackson's character as well. So I'm going to give Hateful Eight a dynamic and experience-full 8 out of 10. Have you seen Hateful Eight? Are you going to go see Hateful Eight? Did you like it, love it, hate it? Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Mason Dixon YouTube channel. Don't forget to like the Mason Dixon Facebook page, and don't forget to like the Good News Baltimore Facebook page as well. And as always, we got more movie reviews coming your way. We got more book reviews coming your way. And we got more random stuff coming your way. I'm in the bathroom.